go get him again.
Welcome back to the Robe Zoe channel. I'm your host Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Montale Paris. Decided to take out a few from my collection. Decided to go with different color bottles from my collection. It's not my whole collection, but it's a good snippet of it. And this one that we're tackling today, of course, giving out our first impression unboxing, is called Pure Love. Now, Pure Love is a name that you can't really decipher what you're going to be getting in the bottle. What am I going to get? Some love from Pierre Montale? No diddy, no diddy. Keep the sunglasses off, Pierre. Do not put the sunglasses on. I know what happens when the sunglasses go on. Now, this one right here, just looking at the box here, this is part of the Fragflex return haul, mega haul. The box itself looks like it got kicked out by Canada Post. I received this package right before Canada Post got took they're on strike now, so I don't know if they started getting mad at my Montale fragrances from Fragflex, or this was actually like this when Fragflex got it. We will see. Now, before we get into anything, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? If you're looking for a fragrance reviewer that knows a little bit about Montale and will deliver on Montale samples, Montale unboxings, fragrance reviews, I'm here for you. The proof's in the pudding. I got lots already and more to come on the channel. Not one of my favorite brands, just to be clear with all of you, but there is some great ones from the brand. You really need to dig with the brand of Montale. Now, if you have subscribed or not, I'd really appreciate if you smash the like button. I really appreciate that. Merci beaucoup to my returnees. Hey, welcome back. Let's get to unboxing. This fragrance was released back in 2019, so has a few years behind it. Nose, of course, Pierre. I leave my sunglasses on at night, Montale. Let's take a look at this thing. Let's see. The bottle looks in good shape as far as what I see. The pouch doesn't look like it's ripped or torn or anything. So let's see what we get here, and we'll see. The bottles are always you know, what color gradient am I going to get? Am I going to get a little logo or something? So, of course, the travel pouch, as they call it, I guess. Whoa, I didn't even see that when I unboxed it. I don't know, maybe that's why it came to me. This is a heavily dented Montale bottle. You'll see it once as always, I pan to the bottle in the box later on in the unboxing. But this has a very good dent into it. It is a 100 ml bottle. We're going to take this off because that's always annoying. So Pure Love, of course. Let's take a look at pricing before we start delving into it. This one retails for $170 USD for 100 ml or $70 USD on Fragflex. So, hey, a cool 100 off. Plus, I have a coupon code, right? My 10% off. So that helps. Let's get a strip first. So we'll put it on strip first, and then we'll put it on skin and see what we get. Atomizer. Not too bad, these Montale atomizers. Let's see what I get out of Pure Love. Pure Love. We didn't even look at the note breakdown. Oh well, too late. Well, let's pan it right now. Note breakdown. I smell a lot of vanilla, by the way. Let's get into it. So, at the top we got rose, sandalwood, vetiver, vanilla, ambre gris, and leather. So that is the note breakdown. Primary vanilla. Heavy on the vanilla. Not a bad vanilla. It's nothing outstanding. You are getting a little bit of a suede-like leather coming through. So those base notes are actually coming through before even the rose, sandalwood, or vetiver, which are the top and mid notes. This smells very familiar to me. Rolodex isn't working quite good today. And when I reference a Rolodex, I mean my fragrance brain, which will let me know what it reminds me of. But let's put it on skin. We'll put it as my scent of the day today. She's smooth, so there is some smoothness here. There's not much jagged edges here. So Montales, it's always good to, you know, before you blind buy or anything like that, you know, go on Fragrantica, come check out your YouTube fragrance reviewers, and hopefully they talk about that kind of stuff on how smooth it is, how jagged the notes are. You know, is there really good blending? Montales, it is very much hit and miss. I'll be honest, there is some that are just, you just can't do it. Yeah, heavy on the vanilla, suede-like leather. Now I'm getting the rose. I'm actually getting a lot more rose on my skin than I was getting on strip here. Oh man. Now I know what this reminds me of. It reminds me of a stripped down version of Paco Rabanne's 1 million. It's smooth though. Like a good version of 1 million. Like, what's that one that got released there? The flanker. I forget the name. They're right beside me. I feel like cheating and going to see. Not Absolutely Gold. Was it the Intense version? I think it was the Intense version that had. It felt like the notes were smoothed out. It might have been the Absolutely Gold actually, but not. The Absolutely Gold is more rose centric. This rose here is very smooth, by the way. You know, some of the Montale roses can be very jammy. There is a little bit of sweetness here, of course, from vanilla, but also from the rose. But it's not absolutely engulfing you with that jammy rose, if you know what I mean. Like some Montale roses are really robust and they come out swinging. Here it's melded really well with the leather, the suede-like leather. It has no bite. And there's some leathers in the Montale family that are really extravagant as far as animalic and stuff. And the sandalwood is coming through too. So 100% like sandalwood and rose and suede-like leather and some sweetness. It makes me think it's a designer. But again, on Fragflex terms, as far as pricing goes, $70 USD, it's making a lot of sense to me, right? Right at 170 USD retail, it's not making much sense anymore. So this is a brand that you have to kind of pick and choose your fights. There's some that really sell out really quickly at discounters, things like that, or perhaps they don't sell them on discounters. I was almost going to start fixing these. That's kind of annoying me now that all the things are kind of off-putting. Okay, so yeah. It smells like a designer. It smells like 1 million. Cleaned up, no cinnamon. Leather suede-like. Vanilla's decent, half decent. Like a designer, not like a Quentin Bish Tonka Bomb. No. That's like abusive to your nose. No, this is very smooth. Like think 2000s, 1 million. When those vanillas came out, that 1 million and other fragrances designer that came out and there was a nice vanilla that wasn't too, obnoxious. This reminds me of that. The rose, again, very nice. Sandalwood, again, very nice. Nothing here that stands out. It's just very smooth. I think that's its best quality is the smoothness of it. You never know, right? You start moving this, these things are going to start jingle belling. Okay, that's enough. By the way, introducing you to George, my cacti. He might show up once in a while. Might as well put some personality on the desk. The desk is quite large, so we kind of have to put some stuff on there. Don't want to make it too busy. It seems like it's kind of busy in the back here. But anyway, Pure Love by Montale. At the end of the day, how do I feel about this fragrance? Well, it's nothing new. It's designer-esque, and I mean like 10 years back designer-esque, like not these days of designers, like way back when 1 million was cool. That's where this one kind of slots in, even if it was a 2019 release, which is strange. You would think this would be like a 2012, 11 kind of release. It would go with that theme, and it probably would have sold well at that point. Yeah, so it's in that cusp. So for me personally, it's a pass. But, you might find this cheaper than designer. I haven't really looked at the pricing of 1 million, like just the original by Paco Rabanne, which is a little more rougher than this, a little more childish than this. This is a little more of a step up. And I mean that, like if you're looking at a flight of stairs of like 100 steps and 1 million's at step 5, this is probably at step like 8 or 9. It's not a big gap here of this is so much cleaner, so much better. It's just a little more mature, I feel. It's kind of like those flankers, the Absolutely Gold, the Intense, where the 1 million childish stuff kind of went away a little bit. This fits right in, personally, without the cinnamon, of course, without that spice. There's no spice in here. It's rose, sandalwood, vetiver I didn't get, ambre gris I didn't get, vanilla 100%, and leather, which is a suede-like leather. Yeah, so Pure Love by Montale, meh. A meh release from Montale. Like, I like more robust Montales. This is actually to be quite surprising, it's quite smooth for a Montale, which is kind of off the beaten path of a lot of Montales. They're more rough, ragged, and edgy a little bit. This one's more of the can I say more polished? It's a weird thing to say about a Montale. It is definitely more polished than most. Yeah, now that I've heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Good, bad, and the ugly, right? You don't have to agree with me. You can absolutely love this. Put it on a pedestal if you wish to do so. You're in the middle of the group, kind of like me, like, yeah, it's another Montale, but it's in a sea of Montales, kind of gets lost in translation. Kind of smells designer-ish to me personally. At $70 USD, maybe it makes sense for a certain somebody. I don't see any magic out of this, and that's, you know, that's the thing of a fragrance reviewer, that you kind of have to have levels to your fragrance reviewing game, and not everything has to be great. However, it's well blended, so I'm giving out some positives and of course some negatives, as a fragrance reviewer should. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.